I'm here with Jim Gosnell of Jim Gosnell's Futures Trading Training System. Now, Jim has created a system that will teach you how to trade futures. I've always wanted to learn more about trading, but I've been very intimidated by the thought of learning about stocks, and I haven't really had very much time to spend learning about the stocks and trading and all of this. Well, Jim has created a system for people like me, people who just want to learn it and stick to a system. So, Jim, thank you for being here. I'm so excited to learn about this system.
Thank you. Yeah, glad to be here.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about this system and why it works. What is it exactly, and what is a future?
Futures trading is there's several different kind of futures you can trade. The ones I've chosen to trade are called the stock indexes futures, which there are four major ones: the Dow, the Nasdaq, the Russell, and the S&P. Are the four major stock indexes that I trade using my system. They move up and down during the day, and what my system tries to do is capture those up and down movements, and so it tells you when to buy and when to sell. And so by capturing those intraday movements, that's how you make your profits. So but the futures market in general is where you buy a contract to buy like the stock index at a certain price and then sell it down the road at a different price, hopefully at a profit. So similar to stocks, you're looking to capture price movement going in your favor, and with the futures you can make money going up or down. So if you think the market is going up, you do a buy order. If you think the market's dropping, you do a sell order. And so by capturing those intraday movements, and my system helps you identify when to get in and when to get out, is how you make your money with the futures. So that's basically how it works. It's similar to stock, but it works. There's a lot more leverage with it, so you can make a lot of money with very little money tied up in it.
Well, I would have no idea. Like, I would never know. When do I buy? When do I not buy? When do I sell? How do I sit there and look at these bars and lines and all of that? But your system is going to teach me how to do that in a simplified way.
I basically looked at indicators over the years. There are thousands of them out there, and I've simplified it down to about 10 indicators that I found work the best together. And based on those indicators, there are basically two types of things I look for, and it's simple, where a shaded area turns from green to red, or red to green, or 5 arrows line up going up or down. So it's a very that's the bulk of the system. So it's a very simple type system that I feel like anybody could learn and adapt to.
So if we know colors and we know arrows,
right,
we can learn this system.
Right. That's the bulk
good.
of it. So, but you can imagine if you were just starting out and you saw that there were thousands of indicators out there that tell you when to buy or sell, it would take you a long time to try to figure out which ones work and which ones don't. And so based on my years of experience, I've been doing this for 20 years plus, I've narrowed it down to the ones that I found work best.
The top 10,
over time,
basically.
The top 10, approximately. And I've been to, in addition to that, I've been to $15,000 worth of seminars and webinars on this subject. And I found that my system works better than any of the ones that I paid that much money to learn about. So, and like I said, it's so simple, I believe even a third grader could learn it.
Wow.
If I taught them what to look for. So very simple that anybody can get into this and learn it and make money at it. So.
Well, that sounds great. Now, how many hours a day do I need to do this?
Well, that's another good thing about it. The futures market, the stock index futures market is open approximately 23 hours a day. And so you can get in at any time during that time and trade. So it's really up to you. I personally like to trade between the hours of 9:30 and 4 Eastern time, because that's when the regular stock market is open, and that's when a lot of the big banks are trading, and there's a lot more volume during that time. But that's my personal like.
Well,
but
for
you
someone
can
like
trade.
me, I only have a couple hours a day, maybe extra,
Right.
to put into something like this.
Right. So you could trade anytime you wanted to. Like if you come in at night and want to trade, you could.
Like after the kids go to bed, I could trade from 9 to 10:30.
Right. You could trade during that time, any time basically during the morning, afternoon, late at night. If you work second shift, come in 11 at night, then you could trade then. And so that's the advantage to this. It's so flexible as to when you can do it, that you can build your trading around your work schedule or whatever schedule you have to do it.
Well, I
So-
like that idea, and I also like the idea, if I'm understanding this correctly, that I don't do something in the day and then wait, and then the next day see if I made any money. Basically,
Right.
what I'm doing is within that 1.5 hour time span,
Right.
I'm sitting down at my computer, I'm looking at my top 10 indicators that you've taught me about,
Right.
and then at the end of the hour and a half, I should have made maybe a couple $100 or something like that, just depending
Right.
on what I've put into it.
Right. Yeah. It's basically a day trading system where you're not holding positions overnight. So you everything's right out in front of you when you're doing the trade, and so when you exit the trade, you're flat. And you can go and do whatever you want to do without worrying about what's happening to this money that I've invested
Right.
in this. So it's very easy on you, in that you don't have to think about it at night or whenever you're sleeping, because you're flat, you're done for the day, or whenever you finished your last trade. So there's not any worrying about positions you're holding on to, because you're out by the end of the trading day for you. So.
And do I have to do it every day?
No, you can do it as often as you want, and it's up to you. You set your own schedule, so you can be real flexible. You can even trade while you're traveling if you want.
There you go.
Because the company I use has a mobile platform, so you can even trade when you're out traveling.
So with your system, how long does it take to learn all of this?
Well, usually it takes 90 minutes to even a couple hours to trade, to learn how to do it.
That's it?
That's all you would need to put into it. People after that amount of time feel comfortable that they understand enough to start trading.
So I watch your DVDs, I watch your system, and after a couple of hours, I go, all right, I'm ready to plunk down $200. Is that how I do it?
Well, I would not, I don't recommend you trade real money right after you learn the system. I would advise a period of 2 to 3 weeks where you're trading what's called paper money or demo version.
Pretend.
Pretend
Like Monopoly money.
Monopoly money, where you can, most brokers offer a demo version of their trading software, so you can trade, practice trade until you're comfortable that you understand the system. And then once you've got a track record of 2 to 3 weeks of making money, then I would give you the green light to go ahead and trade real money.
Well, that sounds exciting. I'm really looking forward to learning more about how to do this.
Right.
Well, we're talking with Jim Gosnell of Jim Gosnell's Futures Trading Training System.